I found something amazing. Good morning from me and Squawk. Squawk, you totally missed your line. Say your line, Squawk. I think that's all we're gonna get. Random fact, Squawk was actually in a Friskies commercial. A YouTube Friskies commercial. I can probably find it and then link it in the description box if I do. But it was many, many years ago when he was young, and a friend of mine, a casting director, was looking for talented cats, and I was like, I have one that'll sort of just do what I say. Not anymore. The cool thing was that we were paid $200 and then I got them all a new cat tree with it. So my cat actually paid for their own cat tree many years ago. It's funny, he used to just, his name is Squawk because he talks so much. I mean, not so much anymore. I'm not sure why. But he used to just like, rah, 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 and it was like really raspy sounding, like it sounded like a bird squawking, and I just like, he just did it constantly, so I was like, you're just a squawk box. And then when I was trying to figure out a name for him, I just couldn't think of anything else but Squawk. So, yeah, it stayed, didn't it? I remember wanting him to be famous so bad. Like Grumpy Cat. So anyway, I kind of wanted to ask when newborns typically get a social smile, because I know they had that reflex smile that they tend to have when they're, you know, they're gassy or they're sleeping or something. But yesterday, after I fed Kieran, he was sort of like babbling almost. He just making a lot of like vocalizations, but he wasn't like upset. He just seemed to be like, oh, I'm gonna stay awake now and I'm just gonna go blah, blah, blah. It was super cute. But I noticed like when I sort of like would, you know, play with him a little bit and like, ah, bah, bah, you know, right back at him, he'd sort of like get this look, this open mouth sort of half smile. And I don't know if that was like a genuine social smile or if it just, you know, maybe I was wanting to see a smile or something. But he is, he's 4 weeks old now, and his due date is the 18th. Probably passed by the time I post this, but, yeah. I'm just curious if anyone's babies had like a social smile starting to develop around 4 weeks, because I kind of feel like he is. I know I've definitely seen some developmental milestones, like he's staying awake after eating, he's turning his head towards sounds. Oh, the cats are going crazy. What else? Yeah, and just starting to babble a little bit, which I'm pretty shocked, because I would assume, like, being a month premature, that his milestones in that regard would come a little bit later, as far as like his real age versus his adjusted age. But there were some other preemie moms talking in the P-Prom group that their babies, their milestones were like on time with their real age, so maybe. It was also so cute because after one of his feedings yesterday, normally I have him on my chest and I sort of like pat him to comfort him to go to sleep. Well, he was not having that. He's like, I'm not going to sleep and I am going to do all my exercises right now. And I swear to you, for like 10 minutes, he was trying to lift his head and look around and babbling and just wanted to be awake. And I caught a little bit of it on camera. It was so cute. Fair warning, I probably have an annoying mom voice going on.
Lift the head. Lift your head. Oh, look at that. Look at you. Lift your head. Lift it up. Oh, look at you. So strong. So strong. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So strong.
I'm kind of curious if anybody else's newborns will do that. Like, when I do tummy time with him on the bed or on his snuggle me, he just doesn't want to do it. Like, he won't lift his head or anything. But if he's on my chest, then he'll do it to look around and to, like, look at me and stuff. And it's kind of where we've been doing our tummy time, is on my chest, which is not a problem. But I'm just curious if anybody else went through that where they didn't really want to do it on their own, but they're like, oh, I'm on mom, well, I'm gonna do it now. I was kind of hoping that it would stay overcast today. Silly me. Anyway, today's gonna be a different day for me and Kameron and Kieran. So Cameron's been sort of badgering me, like, why don't you make yourself some kind of a spa day? Like, get your nails done, get your toes done, like, go have a day to yourself, go enjoy yourself, go shopping and stuff, and then I'll take care of Kieran all day, and you can just go, you know, relax and go do some fun things that you used to do before, you know, your life became just feeding and changing diapers. And yes, that sounded wonderful, but I was in mom mode for such a long time that I wouldn't even bother Googling where nail salons are in this area. So Kameron actually asked the ladies at work where their favorite nail salon was, and he made an appointment for me this morning at 10 a.m. and I just thought, my gosh, that's so thoughtful. And he says, you're not coming home after you get your nails done. You're gonna go do whatever you want. You're gonna go do all the shopping, even if you don't buy anything. Just go do some things that you used to love doing. And I just thought that was so sweet, and also a pretty good idea because it is Saturday. Cameron's gonna be home all day, and he and Kieran can get some serious bonding time in because he hasn't been able to spend a lot of time at home just alone with him before. So this is gonna be good for both of them. And no lie, my toes are ratchet AF. Like, I want to say the last time I got my toes done was when I was pregnant with Kaia, like a long time. I'd show you some before and afters, but I don't want you to faint. I was telling my sister-in-law about my spa day today and how I'm just going to have sort of the day to myself, and Kameron and Kieran are going to be at home. And she sent me this meme that she was like, you're with the baby, gosh, I need a break. And then you have a break without the baby, and gosh, I miss the baby. And I'm like, I'm kind of curious if that's going to be the case. If I'm out doing something alone, if I'm going to be like, oh man, I just really want to go home and be with the baby. Because I haven't had any time away from him other than like coming down and getting coffee in the morning and stuff. I haven't had any time away from Kieran in the past month. Anyway, that is enough rambling because it is 9 o'clock now and I have to go to my appointment. He's cute in his little Texas outfit today.
Yes, he is.
See, we got some armadillos, we got some buffalo, we got some cacti. Texas boy. Well, this is what I'm gonna wear.
Give him a little comb over. A little comb over.
Aw. It's like, oh man, that feels pretty good. Oh my gosh, that was much needed. Didn't do anything fancy, just got some gel, glitter. It was so good though because the prices here are so much lower than in Los Angeles, so I just went with like the highest package. And that was some much needed pampering. The massaging just kept going and going and going, and oh my gosh, I was like falling asleep in the chair. I needed that. Now I'm just waiting for a lift, and I think I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and then maybe Target or something. Just really want to look at some things that I probably shouldn't buy, you know, girl stuff. Fabric, fall decor, Christmas trees. Oh my gosh. This is probably the first year that I can have like a giant Christmas tree. We are in Hobby Lobby now. I wish I knew how to work with yarn. I never really learned. These are really pretty colors though. It's weird, it's just like needlework. Is that what you call it, needlework? It just escapes me. One of my friends, however, is insanely talented with yarn. Ooh, pretty. Oh man. Don't tempt me with a good time. So I need to figure out how tall our ceilings are in the living room because I've always wanted one of these really big 9-foot tall trees. I just don't know if our ceiling will allow for it, but I really like this one. I like it with the pine cones. Maybe this one though. If it was like this but with pine cones, I'd probably really like that a lot more. Ooh, or maybe one of these. I think these are 7.5. 7.5, but I really like the pine cones though. Ooh, this one's kind of nice. It's kind of got like bigger lights and smaller lights and the pine cones. And it also has this like little frost that I like. I want a bigger pre-lit green one for downstairs that we don't decorate at all because I know the cats and I know they're gonna be jerks. Destroy everything. And then I know I want to do like a smaller, maybe 4-foot tree in the bedroom once we get the dresser built. Put it on the dresser and then we'll put all of our decorations on that because I know Luna's not gonna mess with that, so. Maybe that's something I can work on. I made Kaia's stocking last year and I want to make Kieran's stocking as well. But anyway, I gotta purchase these and then go find something to eat because I am starving. Oh, that felt great! I think I'm gonna be done shopping for the day. I'm pretty tired, but I found something amazing. These are little fox diapers. Fox diapers. And then this pattern too. I mean, if these were not made for my son, right? I have found my shade. So Kameron and Kieran are on their way to pick me up. Oh my gosh, it got hot. As much as I have enjoyed my outing this morning, I really want to get some baby cuddles. How was it being home with the little man by yourself?
Oh, okay. Still haven't eaten.
You haven't eaten?
No.
Yeah. We're really bad about not eating, huh?
Yeah, really bad. We really need to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not helping us with my weight
Stress and everything,
anyway.
yeah.
Stress, yeah.
So the heat wave, that 110 degrees for over a week, and then we had a flash flood. So my dahlia garden sort of got destroyed a little bit. Some of these dahlias clearly died. Some of them look fine though, like all of these look fine. But the heat really scorched them, so at least we got some blooms. Me and sun do not mix. To be honest, there's probably also some postpartum hormones that are making me so warm because it's not even warm today. It's in the 70s. And thank you, Damien. Cameron's doing like the bulk of the workload out there. I'm just sweeping and watering and pulling weeds. This one really seemed to enjoy his time outside. Seriously, I need some cold water. I remember this during my last postpartum period where I just was so hot and I just had these hot flashes and I was just like sweating like crazy, especially the night sweats. So last time, one of my good friends sent me a supplement that's supposed to be really good for postpartum hormones and like the hot flashes and everything. And I took it and it seemed like I got over this hot flash thing relatively quickly. I want to say it was like just a couple of weeks. I'm not sure if it's okay to take it while lactating. I didn't see anything about that on the label. I would assume that you could take it while lactating, but I'll just have to look at each individual ingredient and see if it's okay to take. I'm kind of curious though because I pretty much wore like the tightest sports bra you can imagine when I was postpartum after Kaia to stop my milk from coming in. So I feel like this period of hot flashes and everything was over relatively quickly. Oh, hi Astrid. But this has been going on for weeks. I guess my question is, does lactating, breastfeeding, and the like, does that prolong this experience of like postpartum hormonal hot flashes and everything? Hey, nope. No, ma'am. Just look at him. No going in there. But anyway, if anybody else went through two different experiences, like say if you chose not to breastfeed one time and then breastfed another time, did you notice a difference in your postpartum hormonal like symptoms and stuff? I'm curious.
Aren't you a nice boy? Yeah.
Anyway, I think I have to go take an ice cold shower because there's nothing that's gonna cool me down at this point. Thank you, Damien. Again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the wonderful advice that y'all send in the comments. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, till next time.